Well, as part of our latest VNL Cares campaign, we're partnering with the Great Plains Food Bank. They say hunger impacts 1 in 5 people across North Dakota and Clay County, Minnesota. And one way they reach those people is through their school pantry program, which helped distribute almost 150,000 meals last year, along with other essentials to help families get by. We got a peek inside one of them this week with Valley News Team's Justin Betty.
This is the Husky Hutch.
Julie Hetland created the Husky Hutch School Pantry inside Clara Barton Elementary School in 2017.
Started out a little black cupboard, a little black armoire kind of cabinet. Yeah. And it's grown to this.
Grown from supplying food and essentials to kids in the Clara Barton and Hawthorne schools.
So we got crackers, we've got canned meats, tuna.
To all the elementary schools in the Fargo School District.
It is here for those families that need a little extra help.
It's one of 58 school pantries across North Dakota and Clay County, Minnesota that work with the Great Plains Food Bank, almost 50% more than just 2 years ago.
You know, it offers an additional resource to kids, families, parents that they can, in a very private manner, access food assistance to get them through.
So, and then we got our breakfast, our fruits and breakfast cereal.
Hetland says getting the supplies is not as hard as you might think.
Oh no, that's very easy to get items. Our fall festival that we host every year, to enter or their admission is a non-perishable or an item for down here. So they take good care of us. Our neighbors in the neighborhood are very generous.
In Fargo, Justin Betty, Valley News Live.
And Julie herself is generous with her time. She's one of just a handful of volunteers who keep that pantry stocked each week. And you can help now by donating to the Great Plains Food Bank by scanning that QR code we got pulled up on your screen, or head on over to valleynewslive.com and click on either the VNL Cares button or the Great Plains Food Bank button on the homepage to make a real difference for those having a hard time in our community. And starting today, there's going to be only one entrance to access the Moorhead Center Mall. The city of Moorhead says the east entrance at 7th Street will be permanently closing, meaning the only access to the mall and City Hall will be from 3rd Street. And the closing comes as the demolition of the mall continues as part of the Downtown Moorhead project. The demolition process of the mall started back in February and has been ongoing as the city makes way for the redevelopment project and the future home of the Moorhead Community Center and Library.